Hello, hello. How are we doing?
Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Interview بالمالتي أو كيف تريدوا؟
Uh, yeah.
I have English
Ah,
doable.
okay, okay, okay. Fair, fair. Yeah,
Even.
yeah. Good, good. Mela. Um, Honestly, one thing that I want to ask you, um, uh, is do you does your team have a favorite drink, energy drink that you consume before playing, or something that you do before playing a game, like one this type of game,
Tea for me, I think.
tea. All right, you're spilling the tea right now. Well done. All right, and what about Griffin?
Um, normally in cold days I just drink tea as well, but at the moment I'm drinking water.
All right, and
I
not
I just
yeah.
I just threw up yesterday, so sober time.
Okay, okay. I was going to ask. None of you drink any alcohol before playing.
I
Uh,
mean, it's not a good idea, no?
not not ideal to climb the rankings of league. Not
Not
sure.
ideal. Not ideal. Um. Uh, all right. So
Maybe the banana Irish cream.
okay, the Irish cream. I have not tasted it actually. How is it? It's good.
Not bad, not bad. It's
Good.
like with alcohol, but without alcohol.
Play it up. So maybe Ben now will sponsor me as well. we're we're getting some Michelle and Ben now to sponsor this. Um. All right. um. Mela. Yeah. Let me think. Uh, all of the questions have been asked so far, so I just want to put you on the spot, Mela. Alright. Have you ever taken part? Has your team ever taken part in any tournaments before? Let's
I,
go with GWA, yeah.
we've entered a lot of tour, not this roster specifically, but and the last one we entered was the one of Kia, I think.
Oh, Kia, I
And
remember that one. That was
yes,
around 4 years ago, right? Or
I
three.
think less, 3 or 2. And
Yeah, yeah.
my team reached the final, but I was abroad, so we lost. Otherwise, we would have won the final.
Lala, okay, so you were the ones who faced Agidi, Mela.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, alright, perfect. Got some more lore. What about you, Griffin?
And we beat it one to get there. Just one.
Okay, you beat Juan. Yo, we've got Juan beaters. Alright.
For us, but like GWA, we haven't like the specific roster. We entered. No, we didn't enter tournaments with the specific roster, but we did enter tournaments as pre-mates.
Yes, yes. I remember you. Um. Uh, Bonbon spoke about this earlier. I had forgotten that I actually my team had played against yours in the the Madness tournament thing, the Malta Madness thing. Um,
Okay, okay.
yeah. Anyway, wait, game categories Fortnite. I will fix that. Um, all right. So, what do you do after you win a game, people, or after you win a tournament? Do you celebrate it? Let's go with GWA.
After I win a game, obviously, if like after a tournament game, I try to evaluate what we did wrong. So obviously, we even learn from victories, not just defeats. And
Res-
tournament, we'll see. You, if we win it, I'll tell you.
Respect, respect. You stay on that grind, man. That grind mentality. Respect, respect, dude. All right. What about you, Griffin?
Um, uh, I mean, technically, this is sort of the first tournament that we're taking seriously. I think we found all five members that play the game. Normally, after we win or lose, we maybe not at the same day before we start playing flex games or etc., we would review the games, sort of to see what misplays they did, and hopefully if we come across the team again, we don't do the same mistakes. Obviously when you win, you like winning, so it's enjoyable.
Nice. All right. So, two teams, one match. Let's see who comes out victorious. Good luck to both of you, and I'll see you both on the Rift.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thank
Good
you.
luck, Jimmy.
All right, back to Janssen. Hello, Janssen.
Hello, Bino. Thank you for the interview. It was very entertaining.
Nice. Perfect. Um, all right, so
Let's get into the draft too.
yeah.
What are you thinking about today?
Let me switch to draft picks. Yep, there we go. All right, so
Stream ready, you check.
yep, stream ready.
Awesome. What do you think about today? Any ideas going in?
Okay, so we've been seeing lots of Wukongs,
True.
tanky jungles maybe. I don't know. Like they're probably not going to pick the Poppy Anifi, I think though. Though of course I think that has kind of had its charm and it was played out. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, for sure that was just a spur of the moment type of thing. To be fair, if we're gonna talk about it, if you're gonna be facing Agony or Reversio, or even I think GWA are looking really strong too, even HUJ, and you don't think you win a straight up fight, making some cheesy things, will definitely help your odds in my opinion, because if you manage to catch them off guard, maybe they don't know the strategy, you might get away with it sort of. But yeah, Waffle Warriors did not accomplish that, and to taunt them, Agony did pick it in I think their next or like match or like the next two matches. They picked it in one of them for sure. It was kind of funny.
Yeah.
Um,
Agony are definitely on a streak right now, so they can definitely afford to screw around a bit, you know?
I've seen you comment a lot about GWA, and would it be fair to say you're like a gamer with attitude fan?
Yes,
Maybe
that would
you're
be
starting to like them, right?
very fair to say because, as I've mentioned lots of times before, they went up against Agony and Aversio, and then they had like really strange, weird win rates, you know? Like it was skewed against them. But then, what most people, in my opinion, didn't realize is that Agony and Aversio are the best two, like two of the most favorites to win the tournament. So obviously you can't give them a win rate based on that. So I think when they played against Horizon, their colors really shone through. It was a
Oh no,
wonderful,
for sure.
wonderful
I,
match
I
in my opinion. Uh huh.
I don't blame people for voting for. I mean, it's my team, but we came out strong saying that we want to beat teams like Agony and Versio. So you would imagine we should, in that sense, not have trouble with other teams, right? So most of the votes did come out in that, but in the end, they did go on top. So definitely have my respects as a team for sure. Um, I am though gonna side with Grief in this game. They are in what most people would consider them the underdogs, I believe. I don't know if you have the pick'em stats, but um, it's kind of close. Not everyone is sure about like who's gonna win, but I think GWA. Well, actually, it's quite one-sided. My bad. It's 9-1 in favor of GWA. Okay, so everyone thinks they're gonna win. Griffin, they've shown a lot of like interesting picks. I think from top lane as well. They might consider the Wukong like you were saying. It's a very strong champion. But gamers with attitude also have Zac, which is a great option into Wukong, I think as well. So I'm curious to see what gets banned out.
I'm curious to see whether they will play the Huey or the Aurora, which we've also seen. Um, uh, some picks, some strong picks, which we've seen, also include the Emilio, and a lot of Enchanter champions. I feel like that are being played in bot lane, especially alongside hyper carries like Jinx, which we've seen a lot being played as well. So it would be interesting to see if we'll keep on seeing this kind of champion rotation.
Yep, a lot of options that can get chosen here. Um, I'm not sure what was the delay. Maybe they're still looking at picks and stuff, but I know GWA just arrived as well. They really tried their best to give us this 5:30 opening, so I appreciate their team and most teams helping out as well. We might have um, a lot of games happening at the same time next week, just because Christmas period is the following week, and yeah, we might end up missing some. Like a lot of people might not be able to play, and yeah, we're hopefully not going to take too long to finish the last games. We have 51 to go.
Yep,
Uh,
definitely. It's been a hell of a ride, I must say. Like, yo,
we
amazing.
still have the main events after, right? We have the
Oh
quarterfinals,
yes,
semifinals. And
and
where possible, I'm gonna still stream all of them if possible, even if there's two games running.
and
We have
we still have the main spectacle. Agony and Adversio haven't even played yet.
no. We're saving that. We're saving that. Has to be on a Sunday at around like maybe 7 8 p.m. I think
Hmm. All
would be
right.
really good. Uh,
How is the tournament going to be finished by December? That's a good question. You mind taking that one, Jens?
Sorry, uh, what's the question? How is the tournament going to be finished by December? By December, potentially not, but the idea is to have games running sort of two at a time or three at a time.
Oh,
We,
okay. Wow.
also, I'll try cover them by streams as well. We'll see what we can do, but if we can get away with it, that's 18 matches next week, potentially another 18 the following, and we'll only have like a couple of matches left. So then by the last week of December, we can close out the tournament. That's the idea, if possible, before the big changes happen. Um, because
Yes.
client games
La
are done.
la. Yeah, you're right. They're season 15, man. Oh man, that would be crazy.
But
Um,
I learned from it, and for next time I'll try time things a bit better. But in the
yeah, fair.
meanwhile, I'm glad that we get to see a lot of teams play already. A lot of people are communicating together, so it's still
Come on,
nice for
let's
the
not
Discord.
start,
That's the idea.
please. Man.
Draft is starting. Um, just letting you know, I might predict Griffin's entire bans here. Gamers with Attitude have a quite a menacing top laner. He plays Swain and Yorick, and even Darius. He plays really well. I'm curious about this Ambessa ban here. Maybe they've seen one of them practice it a lot. Um, so yeah, I assume Yorick will be the next ban here from Griffin. They could also ban Zac, which is what they ban here. He's a very strong jungle champion, very hard to deal with. We also saw how strong Zac could be yesterday, as Gator Gold piloted him to the victory against Waffle Warriors. I think that was a good display of what Zac can do. First pick from Gamers with Attitude here. I'm not really sure. They have a lot of options. Yes, of course. How could I forget? Yon for Shiro. This is he's shown excellent display of skill on this champion, both against the Versio Agonians and other teams. It had to be banned out in times when you know it was shown that it is definitely a strong pick of his. So here being first pick, they do pick him up. Griffin now hopefully have a counter option to this. They've played Malzahar before. They can play Gangplank mid lane too. They are not bad options, I think, into Yon. Leona getting picked here is not bad. You can try and CC this Yon. here from red side, you want to pick something that counters the blue side first pick, and maybe a champion that can help that counter reason, right? So potentially here we pick a mid laner, and either usually would pick something like either a jungler that can help that mid laner, because Yon is going mid clearly. Um, but instead we are opting to pick up a bot lane, it seems.
I mean, you
So it,
may could go top, to be honest, so you can
nah,
flex
this
him
is
top.
he's not going top. I'll bet everything I own on it. Shiro, he's gonna be playing Yon in the mid lane, and that is Yorick top.
Alright.
That is what I was thinking they're gonna take first pick, but of course no one on Griffin plays Yorick, so they were like, no, let's grab Yon. He's super strong. I would imagine gamers that you'd here either pick support or AD, something to counter Jin or Leona. A lot of options are there as well.
Jin and Leona, that's an interesting combo.
It's a very strong if you get the Leona E off, a lot of combination of damage can come through there. So you would look here for something with longer range. Ezreal does fit that. Caitlyn would have also been fine as well. So Ezreal does outrange Jin and can engage into him. So it's very strong here. Griffin, you have options to counter top and mid. What are they? Let's see them.
Kog'Maw
Personally,
or Corki
sorry?
would have been perfect as well, to be honest.
Kog'Maw is a bit dangerous considering the amount of CC they have, but Corki is a bit too low range as well. But Ezreal, at least with Q, you can sort of get that range in. Griffin
Sure, fun.
aren't really, yes. I mean, it's not really
Wow.
what I was predicting, right? But they're not really going by usual draft meta sort of or standards. They seem to be picking up strong champions they think they can go together. They have very nice pick and engage right now. So banning out disengaged champions like Braum makes a lot of sense from Griffin, okay?
Yeah, definitely.
So here, gamers with attitude, they are not sure what goes in top lane. They saw Cheeky Commandeer play Ornn a lot, so they banned it out. I would imagine we can get potentially another jungle ban here, or maybe another support. Maybe they double down here and ban something like Rakan, which is very strong. Even something like Milio could be okay, but Milio Ezreal not really a combo. Okay, so it is Nautilus. Nautilus is fine. I think it's more like just to protect Jin. I don't think it's the strongest in this matchup because Leona should be body blocking, I imagine, the hooks. But getting him away is not a bad choice either. And banning Oriana here, scaling champion. I think Yon also wants to scale a bit, get the Blade of the Ruined King going. Oriana ban is something maybe the gamers with attitude are scared of, but we'll see. Oi. Oh, Gwen. What do you think,
Gwen,
Bino?
they're pulling out the Iclo strats here.
Yes. Gwen, such a super strong champion. She's like the new Kale. It's like you can lose a bit the lane, but you're not as bad as Kale, and you can honestly one shot the entire team with like 2 to 3 items. It's so crazy strong. So I really like it here, considering they have the only thing that doesn't work well for Gwen is that gamers with attitude have a lot of poke and range, so that he can get poked out of fights before they happen. And gamers with attitude here, pulling the gun on Poppy. Poppy's gonna be great against Jarvan and Gwen. Not really so good against Leona because Leona he does go through. I'm not really sure why Griffin are hovering Yasuo when Poppy
Yeah,
is
so
already picked. This is really not what you want to be doing. Veigar makes
exactly.
a bit
There's
more sense here. I would like to see the Malzahar maybe. They played Malzahar already or Gangplank. They don't have dashes. They can lock down Yone. You can farm. They're really good champions here, but they went with Veigar, which I don't think is the best choice here. It's gonna give them very weak mid lane prio with Yone, who's already shown really strong fundamentals on this champion Shiro.
yeah,
He could get
definitely.
away with a lot here.
Veigar is late game champion, so they will definitely be giving away prio in this case. Veigar is actually quite utility based though. Like his event horizon can be really strong in the team fight.
Let's say I think Griffin have what it takes with this comp that we're seeing in front of us. Especially if Gwen gets to her items, they have a very strong level 3 bot lane. if any of them hit the CC, Jarvan, the only thing they need to be aware of is this Poppy W that will stop them from getting these ganks off. If that can be overlooked, I think Griffin have a very strong bot side, a very weak top side that gamers with attitude should be abusing. But if the game lasts long enough, Gwen is just gonna snip through everything here. Poppy Viego are not gonna be able to frontline for gamers with attitude. Yon, if you dive too deep, Gwen will snip you too. It's only Ezreal that really has that range on the Gwen. And maybe Yorick, depends on the build, but I'm assuming we're gonna see the same out of same mask player here. That he's gonna be split pushing, getting out these Yorick strats. He's shown some things on Yorick that I've never seen before. I don't know about you, Bino, if you've seen a lot of Yoricks, but
So what I'm seeing here, what I'm noticing is Jarvan ult, right? He will trap them all. Faker stun, he will stun them all. Gwen just goes in, deals a lot of damage. Jin ults them. Leona ult, which also locks them down. So I think they have a pretty solid game plan here, in my opinion, Griffin. But they will, as you rightly mentioned, they will need to go into a late game to be useful. And I mean, considering GWA specs, we have Yorick, who can be at the inhibitor by 9 minutes. So this will definitely be an interesting match to see.
yes. Now, the issue, in my opinion, is that after level 6, Griffin cannot gank top lane. Okay? If this Yorick gets in that 1v2 scenario against Gwen Jarvan, and he manages to dodge the Gwen ult, he could potentially get a double kill quite easily with his Maiden. Such a strong champion in general. I've seen some things that some mask player has pulled off on this Yorick, which were very impressive. I've never seen, for example, like he put 2 ghouls on enemy red buff, or 3 ghouls, and they took the red buff, and he was laning, you know? Like, I've never seen these things, so he definitely knows some things the common player on Yorick doesn't utilize that well. I assume Griffin should be pushing their advantage in bot lane. They have a lot of damage, a lot of lockdown. They can definitely make this Ezreal not have a good time. They could also roam everyone to mid lane, which would be really great. They have Veigar stun, they have Leona stun. They also have the Jarvan EQ. If Shiro has no flash, they can definitely abuse him in this mid lane. A lot of things Griffin can do, is just that Gwen into Yorick matchup is gonna take some time before it can be useful. And in the meanwhile, Rebinold on Viego, he will want his laners to be strong, because in these team fights he wants his laners to poke out the enemy so he can come in and safely secure his resets.
Yeah, so I actually disagree with you a bit. I think they should focus on shutting down the Yone, in my opinion. Because if he goes ahead, he's gonna make their entire lives a nightmare, I would say.
Well, Viego, I'll be honest with you, I don't see how Viego could be a strong pick in this game. He can never be too much in front. There is way too much CC lockdown. Every single champion except Gwen here locks you down in some way, shape, or form. If anyone steps out from Gamers with Attitude and the game isn't completely one-sided, Griffin have what it takes to lock them down if they're out of position and burst them down too. It's more them getting poked that I'm afraid of. They can get poked with Ezreal, with Yorick as well, and then Viego can clean things up. But if any one of them, both Viego or Yon, go a bit too deep, Gwen is gonna slice them up. They also have Veigar Cage to walk back. They have good tools, Grief in here. They really do. Um, that's why I think it's gonna be quite a nice match to watch. In my opinion, it's gonna be a lot of action in the top lane. Some mask player on Yorick has like he's done wonders for his team, and it's also probably gonna have a nice impact on mid as well with Shiro and Yon. They both got their main characters, so I'm really curious to see them play this game out.
We are loading into the game right now as we speak. Let's talk about the skins. So, we have Dark Star, Charfan, Baron, Faker, Jun, Leona, Vigo, Ione. Oh my. Okay. So,
Better luck next time, you know.
yeah. Alright. Let's see what they will do. Early game. I think the Griffin will try to push a bit into the jungle.
Keep in mind to press you and zoom out a bit, alright?
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Nice. And they are going aggressive here. Griffin with the
30
invade.
seconds until minions spawn.
Ward placed, of course, here. That's very nice to see where Viego is starting. In the meanwhile, some Musk player, look at his positioning in the top side here. He's already positioning in such a way.
Ooh, they
that
already
he might have
placed
trouble
the
with that.
ward down. The wards, deep the wards on both sides.
Some Musk player in deep enemy territory here. Not sure if he's gonna get a proxy off, maybe. He did start Doran's Blade. Not a common Yorick start, but he's the master of it. Just quickly rearrange my icons here. Alright. Oh,
Ibn Paulo and Sansuan, the bot lane, pushing a bit aggressive.
indeed. So Griffin here are being spotted, and this range difference is already showing at level 1. How Ezreal can definitely abuse this. Leona, about a third of her health going down already.
Oh wow,
Just
Sansuan
following
still
through.
wants to chase this down. Wow, okay. And Poppy does find. What did they start? E. Okay. The first blood for Ezreal, whose aggressiveness has paid off.
Wow. What a play there by Zanzua and Ivan Paulo there, noticing that they can abuse it from level 1. And the first blood going on to Ezreal. Not a great start for Griffin here. Let's hope Morales can stick through till the end.
Ezreal is pretty low, so let's see. But then again, Leona's just walking to base, leaving Jin alone for the first few minutes. Not much else happening in the meantime. Just taking their jungles. Yone going in, dealing some damage, getting stunned actually.
Alright. Well. Oh, I did not notice this actually. It is Anselm in mid lane. He is not in jungle. It's actually Mimusta that went mid lane. So they did switch things up a bit here, Griffin.
Leona is hovering mid right now, but decides to back off.
And I'm really liking this Gwen here, managing to get the push into this Yorick somehow. So I guess Yorick isn't
Ooh.
having the greatest time here against this Gwen.
Gwen is on her way to Yone, maybe. Or just taking the scuttle.
Not really sure, to be honest. I'm pretty sure she should not be taking Scuttle Crab.
Rebinol does find Kasuto out of place there, but gets stunned.
Yeah, I'm not really sure about this Gwen rotation here. He gave up a big lead he was having in the top side here. Quite out of XP there. Maybe he missed like 2 minions for it, but yeah, not. I'm pretty sure Jarvin could have handled it, but just in case Viego was there, I guess that's the idea behind it. Rebinol placing a ward and going for his recall as well. Mipusta is already on the map with pickaxe. Oh no, Alcen
Yone
could be in
and
danger here.
yeah, Event Horizon does warn them to back off, and they do back off, which is a good thing, in my opinion.
Of course. In anyone's opinion. He doesn't get ganked because of it. That's fantastic. All right, let's see it. Some Musk player here could be under danger for a gank, but there's a huge wave for Cheeky Commandeer. Not really sure they want to go on this, but they do. And some Musk player here getting caught in between Jarvan and Gwen. He does go down. Me Booster secures that kill. Well played. Against my prediction as well, I was thinking we're gonna have less action in favor of GWA in the bot lane and more action in the
And
top lane. But it's
Jarvan
really
is
reversed in this
hovering
game.
mid as well right now. Oh, he does
Ooh.
get stopped in the event horizon, but
Oh no! The flash EQ is messed up there. Sadly, knockup doesn't go down.
wait, he
you
flashed as well.
Jarvan, yes.
Oh my, what a mistake. Rip.
A lot of pressure coming out of the of Zanzua and Ibn Paulo here, coming after the mid lane. Still trying to sort of protect Shiro from getting this gank.
I have no idea what Leona's doing. She's missing out on so much XP.
Just maybe he was still looking for this Poppy and Ezreal, but in the meanwhile,
Oh
because
wow,
Leon
that's a
isn't here-
lot of damage. Barrier down. He does get rooted.
Oh
Leona
no, we're
goes in.
going in on this.
Oh wow.
Era-
Oh wow, what a
Come
turnaround.
out on top on that, Ibn Paulo.
And the double kill?
Done.
No! Okay,
Oh.
2 for 1. Or not? No, yeah, okay. Wow.
A lot of things happening at
Oh.
the same time there. Ansem taking down Shiro on a 1v1 trade, and in the bot lane Kazuto finishing off Ibn Paulo.
I
That's a great
seriously
trade for
did
Green.
not expect that turnaround. My god.
Meanwhile here, Mi Busta might actually go down to Rebenold, and he does give Viego the reset. Cheeky Commander is here, but is also half health. And
Gwen
the-
is
oh my
dealing a
God,
lot
Gwen
of
damage is
alt
crazy.
damage. My god.
Wow, that's completely insane, but he does go down in the end. If better communicated here, and as predicted, okay, I'm glad I'm not completely washed. The when left to to sizzle a bit, Griffin bot lane is winning in this trade, and meanwhile GWA top side is winning, which is what I would have expected from draft. Let's see how this game continues. Looking like a very nice game so far. Only a 1k of goal difference. Sadly, the objectives are on.
Yeah, Poppy this does find the Jin out of
What?
position there.
That was crazy fast, man. That era was really caught off guard. He does get taken down sadly with Kazuto not being around. He will get stunned as well. Oh no,
Oh,
Kazuto!
Ezreal finds him, but Jarvan comes in. No, alright, they're just protecting the Leona. And
We
moving
really
off.
need to be careful of walking like this into bushes without vision, especially when we don't really get anything from walking like that. Meanwhile, Shiro does get a plate here in mid, which will help him out.
I think
Since he did
Kazuto has spent most of his time in mid rather than bot lane. At this point.
He's taking a lot of damage though. He's getting outranged too. This lane that should be in favor of Griffin. They're really suffering because of Ezreal's range advantage here in this matchup. I'm not really sure if we should be playing here to the bot side. It might be a good idea as well. Meanwhile, Cheeky Commander is under pressure here with Rebenold invading Mibusta. And they just might have the same play in mind here. Meanwhile, GWA bot lane is coming up. Ibn Paulo and Zanzua are heading off to mid lane.
Jarvan
might
is
get caught
getting
out here.
caught out but runs away.
Will EQ over the wall.
Shiro, can he land his ult? Okay, the E does go down though. That is
No,
such
not
a
much
strong ability, the Event Horizon. So good.
Yes, it does stop the retreat, but it is quite a long cooldown. It's 15 seconds. You can abuse that if you have something to dash on. In the meanwhile,
Some
some
Musk
Musk
player
players start-
trapping Gwen into the Yorick ult as well. Dodges the ultimates, which is big. And she does go down. But we do see Jarvan coming up. So he should be careful.
Jarvan has raw AD, but no item yet. He might not get it. Oh no, the Q missed. He does have to flash.
The healing.
Get the slowdown.
Wow.
Close
Alright.
game, close one, close one.
the healing on his Q was really good.
Yeah, the game is slowly going into Gamers Without Use favor. This bot lane is really menacing to face against. Rebinold is also securing a safe CS lead here in the jungle. He also, well, he's not really up a level, but both junglers are about the same.
Yep,
Answered here with the teleport
GWA
of
does
Shiro.
have 2k gold difference in their favor now, so
It's a shame to what the game is coming to. Griffin really needed to push their advantage in the bot lane with the kind of champs they have. And given that the strength isn't really in their favor right now, they seem to have trouble to find these plays in the bot side. I still think they have a chance though. Items aren't really finished yet. So if they have still some time to push the advantage in bot lane would be now. Would really like to see a Jarvan gank here, if possible.
yeah, we haven't seen much in mid lane. Yone getting shut down all the time here with the Event Horizon.
Oh no, Mebusta, you are in dangerous territory, my friend. Does not get
does.
stunned, but he will get Poppy ulted.
And
And
he
he
will
does
die
not.
as well.
Grief and bot lane are definitely in danger right now. They really need to be careful, but
They
seems like
have,
GWA want to back off for Dragon.
yeah, free dragon. I mean,
Alright, Chiro's coming. Ansem.
Veigar trying. Oh, he does find Jiro.
Nice solo kill here by Ansem, but he does get flashed on by Zanzwa. The dragon is going down.
He does
Zanzwa
use the
lands
plant
the ult.
to get away from Ezreal as well.
Barely on the skin of his teeth though, just 20 HP to save him there. Zanzwa does land the Ezreal ult. Luckily Ansem does get away. This is looking really tough for Griffin at the moment. Their shining star Ansem has to find a way to bring them back, especially with the current state of their bot side.
Mebusta
Oh, Samba's
going
there,
for
takes
the
the
grabs.
grab.
But Gwen is coming in hot on his tail. Yeah.
Oh yeah. There might be a chance this Yorick could win this thanks to Maiden and his Q. Oh no, he does go down. Chico Commandeer, the Maiden
Oh
damage.
my god.
Oh,
Wow.
Shiro, the retaliation. 2 for 1
Whew.
for Gamers with Attitude. Well played there as a team. The Yorick Maiden is just too strong, guys. It's what I was thinking about. If he ever gets ganked here by Jarvan and Gwen, it's still gonna be quite a rough time here to gank this Yorick. Now 6 grubs secured. Oh no, did they really get 6 grubs off of that when Griffin started it in the meanwhile? Unlucky.
Wait, they got all 6?
Yes, and it was Griffin who were on it first, so I thought at least they got
Wow.
1. But it seems like it was not the case. A bit of a rough time here for Griffin. Let's see if Anselm can return the favor. He's looking really strong on this Veigar. Meanwhile, Era left to farm their Collector, finished on Jhin, but Trinity Force finished on Ezreal. Potentially a stronger spike in that sense. Item-wise, we're quite even here, so I mean, fights shouldn't be that one-sided still, despite the 3k gold lead.
There is a difference in the jungle though, with the Fago having 30 minion difference.
Yes, he still needs to recoil before he can be strong, but so far, he also his jungle item is almost finished as well. That's going to be pretty big for the next objectives. He does secure the red buff once again from Mebusta. Oh no, Mebusta is caught between this Yorick. He is gonna EQ out and use the plant. Meanwhile, Zanzwa is engaged on by Kazuto ult. Era trying to get the
Ipembaulu
force off.
throws them away.
Nice Poppy ult indeed. Alright, let's see it here. Will they re-engage? The Jin W does miss.
Close.
But in the
close.
meanwhile, Rift Herald secured by Gamers with Attitude.
Oh my. They took both dragons and the Rift Herald as well. This is not looking good. We did
It's
see
fine.
the trade for Flash for Yone ult, so
Indeed, you're happy to take that if you're in Gamers Attitude's place, of course. We'll have Yon ult before the Veigar flash.
Jin does manage to recall. And I think bot will be recalling as well here. To reset. Or not. Oh, they push the wave and then they recall for sure. Yeah.
Indeed, and
Yorick is going to proxy the lane.
He's
Alright.
having a good time for sure. Such a strong champion, Yorick in the right hands. Could really be hard to deal with in certain team comps.
For sure, for sure. At least he's not at inhibitor by this time.
Seems like Gamers Attitude are potentially looking to dive this bot lane. Dragon is coming up as well. Shiro is also moving at the same time.
Yeah, Pione going bot as well to cover.
Kazuto
Kazuto gets caught, but he does go under tower. And they buck off for now. We have Herald coming out. Yorick chasing the Gwen. He goes into the Rift Herald. Does he chase her? No, he goes straight for tower. Yone takes Veigar out. Come on, 1Q. Alright, there we go.
That's complete carnage here from GWA, winning in mid, winning in top. Now some Mask players also securing Mibusta's camps here. It's not really looking nice for them. Dagon is also gonna go down after the play on bot side here with Ansem being the main target of GWA's force. And rightfully so, of course, he is the most person who was ahead in this fight.
We have the last dragon coming up at 21 minutes. If they secure it, they will get the soul quite early here.
Meanwhile, Rebenold does find Era, forced to flash, but Rebenold ults him with the Ezreal coming to secure the kill. Kazuto now caught in the fray.
Caught in
Forced to
between
ult.
a rock and a hard place, but he does
Really
get out.
good ult. From him.
Not a good idea recalling there, I think.
That might be dangerous. Oh, the Shiro damage on Ansem is crazy right now. Ansem, you are really caught off guard here. Oh no! The
He does
entirety
take
of GWA
Paulo.
is here.
It does take Paul down.
Oh, nice trade indeed. I did not see that. It was like in a Wild West there, you know? Versus brokers.
Yes. It's like the Mexican standoff. Okay, Yoni ults the Leona, but she flashes out.
Kazuto might get caught here. The tanky stats of Leona do help him get out so far.
Sansua getting caught out by the Gwen coming in. She finds Shiro. Rebenold falling down as well by the Jarvan. Griffin did manage to catch GWA out. Will this be their comeback?
Great fight here by Griffin, but I'm not sure we take red buff here with Ibn Paul and some Mask player being in the area. Zanzo's ult does get used and does clip Mibusta here, damaging him further. It's really nice to see that Griffin still have the tools and the damage to to win these fights. Like I said, if Rebenold or Shiro go too much deep, this Gwen will snip them, and that's what we saw in this fight. Cheeky Commandeer does the right thing and rotates here to help out his team, while some Mask player is still trying to crack open this tier 2 and top side.
So you're telling me if you kill the opposing team's red buff, you don't take it now?
What? Sorry, what?
Blue team killed red team's red buff, but they didn't pick it up.
No one went for the second part of it, yeah. Who took it?
Blue team. Oh, GWA.
No one has it on that. Did maybe it get smited away? No.
Oh,
I'm not really sure who took it.
interesting.
No one has red buff right now. Some kind of magic.
Some kind of magic. It's like Disneyland. Oh man. you're you're cracking me up, man. It's bugged. What? Shiro going in hot. Misses the Q.
Oh no, Yorick
Does.
took it, Yorick. Alright, as I went back to sleep.
Yo man, we get a raid. Awesome. Thank you. Oh wow. Wait, that's GWA Yorick taking the double kill. Being chased down, but Rebenold coming in hot as well.
In the meanwhile, I don't know if you noticed, but while Shiro and some mask player were fighting the entirety of GRF and getting 2 kills for 1, the remainder of GWA secured Baron with Viego, Zanzwa, and Devon Paulo
Oh
being on
wow.
Baron there.
Okay,
Yes.
I did not notice that. My wow.
And the last dragon is coming up just in time as well. So we might see potentially this last dragon and 1 or maybe 2 fights before the end of this game, despite it still being 21 minutes.
That was
Looking
complete
very strong.
domination from GWA's side. My god. And
WA looking very strong.
GRF have to contest this dragon, because if they don't, I'm afraid it's all over for them.
Well, I mean, I would rather see them stall it. I know it's a soul, but if they lose this fight, they could also lose the game. It's really looking tough. Look at Shiro in the top lane for GWA pushing it.
Going in
In fact,
without any minions. Ooh.
And it's also stolen by
Oh
Revenant
my
here.
god, dude. Wow. The steal as well. To put salt on the wound. GWA swoop in and steal the soul. Wow. Wow.
All while Shiro was pushing in that top lane, got the inhibitor as well. Now some Musk players opening up this mid lane tier 2, while the remainder of gamers with attitude are pushing out the bot side tier 2. They're really cracking open the base of Griffin like an egg. It looked decent at some fights, but it's really taking a turn for the worse here. Zanzwa, not really sure why we're walking up taking a tower shot, but okay. Kazuto engages on Revenant, has to flash on his own engage. Not really the greatest move there, perhaps. But, I mean, game's coming to an end here. The towers are going down. We have Cloud Soul. Sorry, we have Ocean Soul. We also have Baron. All 3 inhibitors are down. It's now or never. Griffin full engage on it.
Rebenold, they need to take him down at least. Alright, Jarvan does pay with his life there. But at least they took one of theirs down.
Yes, a 1-for-1 trade. Considering it's a Viego, it's good to take him down. Still, though, the current state of the map is very dire for Griffin here. I would imagine all GWA needs to do is wait around a bit, stack up his 5 and just run it down mid. Should have the game in the bag after that. Unless we somehow get a very big damage spike here from the side of Griffin to control a bit. The only thing I want to comment on builds here from Griffin, if Gwen goes a bit more AP heavy rather than the sustained damage build here with Nashers and Driftmaker, they might manage to get a bit of a better team fight if the ults are landed on most of GWA, but it's a small critique considering the current game state. Alright, Mibusta hunting for his blue buff. Rebenold and Zanzwa are there.
I would be
Back
expecting
on me.
GWA to try and end this now with the final push, but they have lost Baron in the meanwhile.
We are trying to push all 3 lanes at the moment.
Yone
Lee
laying
could
down
send
some
everyone.
damage, and Figo as well. Wow. Both of their champions down to half health. And Ezreal ult goes in, deals more damage. Yep. That will be tower going. The ult goes. Wow. That ult was poorly timed by Yone. Gwen going in. She still has ult, I believe.
Herald was used, but not enough damage,
Ah.
sadly. And in the end, GWA do secure the win. No real surprise, to be honest. It was already quite ahead. 11k difference there is the finishing of this game. A very nice game, in my opinion. Was not one-sided all around, but in the end there, well secured by GWA. Of course, 25 minutes is no joke to finish off a game. They definitely knew what they were doing. Who would you send as MVP? In my opinion, I think Zanzibar really deserves this one.
At the Ezreal. Um, uh, I think I would send the Vigo in. No, not the Vigo.
Really, he's 135.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
Zanzibar
no, I
got
just
the
noticed
first
it.
blood aggression.
I just
They
noticed
won
the
the lane.
score.
They won the lane when they were not supposed to win it that hard as well. I think it's very well deserved. In general, he also has 1 death. Everyone on his team has 3 and above. Let's have a look at damage quickly as well.
Yeah,
Oh, and
Ezreal
cannot find
1
it here.
8. Yeah, the most damage was Yorick.
Oh.
And
That was to be expected.
on red side it's Fagar.
Yeah,
GRF with the Fagar and GWA with the Yorick.
What about you, chat? Who do you think we should send for MVP?
I think Cardona wants to send in that Ezreal.
Oh, yeah. Cheating. I'm voting myself. Alright.
Ezreal or
Let's
Yorick?
see if they send.
Some muscular.
They want the Yorick. Let's give them the Yorick. Most damage as well.
Yeah,
Alright. Let's see if they send him.
we'll wait for them to figure out what they want to do. I just want to say GWA are really good at taking these early souls. Like, it's the second time. They keep focusing down the dragons, which is interesting to see.
Yep, they were free. They're free, right? Why not?
Meta. Some mask player. Oh, the Yorick.
They sent Zanzibar.
They
Oh,
sent
sent both
Sanzua,
of
yeah.
them.
Why is there
Alright.
another person though?
Go with them. Don't worry.
No,
Alright?
no, it's full. I can't.
No worries. I'll send you there. Okay.
Alright.
See you, Vino.
See you,
Thank
see
you for
you.
the casting. Come.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
thank you.
Go to interview. Oy, oy, oy.
اللعبة.
Hello, hello.
hello.
Alright, كيف أهلا؟
Alright.
تعال.
We speak English or Maltese?
كيف تريدوا؟
Up to you guys.
you're English.
لا
No,
Maltese.
he's Maltese.
Okay. Let's go Maltese, yeah, sure. So الكيكات جد منو ما
دقيقة
الكوتش.
شد هو شمايكل اليوريك.
Yorick. Alright. So we have Sansua. Oh, you can't see your name. Sansua or Yorick in the same interview. So
ħanħalli xmajkelek fil-kasien.
Le, jina
لا
Alex Knight
we'll
jitkellem.
duo interview, why not?
Alright,
It's different. Yeah, let's go. Mela. So what were your game plan when you just picked in your team tipo, did you have a plan in mind? What was it?
Li nirbħu ta' fil-verita.
Oh,
Le,
okay.
basikament, basically they focus Schmeichel all the time with Benz. Some people think that he doesn't have a champion pool, but in reality he has 4 or 5 more champions that he can play. So basically it's useless targeting him, in my
We should
opinion.
speak in English so everyone understands. Let's speak in English.
I'm speaking in English, Mike. Ta?
Oh, never mind. Cause Shiro sent me a message and told me to speak in English.
Yeah,
might fuck.
alright. Yeah. So let's do another question. Alright. So which side do you prefer in the game, blue or red?
There's no particular side. It's some sides you get a first pick, some the other side you won't. But basically, you have to play both sides. Some people say that they prefer red because of map advantage and stuff, but in reality, you have to be able to play both sides. So it doesn't matter in reality.
Alright, good. So and if not those champions, what would you have picked instead?
So that we have to see for next game. Oh, we cannot
Alright, yeah.
tell you what we
Your
play.
your PR trained. Okay. Good. Alright.
Schmeichel, someone in the chat called you loser, eh?
Unlike you.
Yeah. Ħasinu.
Jaħas l-ħammur nibki issa.
ħajmur jibki man. Tajjeb, well done. Good gameplay. Very good, solid. ħafna, honestament. Looking forward to see more of you. So thank you for the interview.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
see
for the interview as well and a big shout out to Itchaktion.
It's shocked, yeah.
Itchak.
It's Chuck.
He was watching us and he's happy that we won. And a big shout out to him.
Shout out to Chuck. Let's go.
Itchaktion.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, good day. Good
Good
night.
day.
Inshallah.
Ciao.